get some over there. Happy Monday. And not just that, happy 1 month of streaming consistently every single weekday. It's been exactly 1 month. And I must say, I am quite proud of myself for the consistency there, and sticking with it and sticking to it. So yeah, quickly going to jump into it. As you can see, I'm set up quite differently today. I'm set up quite differently because we are in the spirit, in the mood of our getting to know our artist sessions, these spotlight sessions that we're going to be having starting this Sunday. So I set up this new space for us. It's literally right where we're going to be having our spotlight session this coming Sunday. And let me know if you want to join us there, because those spots are running out quite quickly. As you can imagine, it is quite a small space. It's at home, so I can't have too many people, so spaces are quite limited. And I will be, and I am super excited to have you there with us. But for now, let's jump right into just a quick shout out to our t-shirts right here that are still on sale and are going to be on sale in our spotlight session. Just in case you wanted to grab yourself one or anything like that, just pull through, and it's going to be a great time for all of us, I'd imagine. Just a quick note as well. We are again changing things up and continually progressively improving things here. So let me know if there are any things that you think are hindering that progress, or any things that are still awry and still off, despite the obvious day-to-day technical challenges that we are improving. Hopefully we're improving and getting better at doing. Today is our Mindful Monday. That's what today is. Today is Mindful Monday. Mindful Monday. Oh, was I looking at the wrong one the whole time? I was, wasn't I? This is going to take quite some getting used to. It really is. I'm going to have to get used to having to talk to this guy and be like, hey, I'm talking to you. And then I'm talking to this guy when I'm talking to him. But today, Mindful Monday, something that I wanted us, not mindful, mind map, but I probably should change it to mindful, because this is quickly turning into a space where I believe people are grabbing more, I'm looking at the right one. People are benefiting more from the little pieces of advice and little pieces of direction that I am sharing here. So that's what I want to turn this space into. So Mindmap Monday might just turn into Mindful Mondays, followed by Truthful Wednesdays. And maybe we might just make it Wordful Wednesdays. But for now, it's just Mindmap Monday today. And I wanted to talk on something very, very close to myself, or my heart at least. And that specific conversation is around the idea of pivoting, the idea of starting all over again. If I, in my earlier 20s, okay, and maybe even my teens, could grab myself and have a conversation with myself, the thing that I would say to myself is, nobody knows you. Because I guess I was so convinced during that time that the world revolved around me, and that I had to be careful with every single step that I took because everybody was watching. Unbeknownst to me, nobody was watching. Nobody still is watching. Nobody knows me. And I think right now, at this point that I'm at in my life, that likely is the best thing, the ultimate best thing about where my life is right now. Nobody knows me. And so I can invent and reinvent myself and explore the ideas around who exactly that self is. I can explore it, right? Which is what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to explore, and I've been doing a lot of that. And if I had started earlier, I believe I would be way further than I am. I would understand way more than I do about myself. I was always so afraid of being something else from what I was at the moment, because of all of these ideas that people espouse. Like, if I'm interested in different things than what I was yesterday, then I've changed. There was such a desire, such a holding on to, right? Such a holding on to this idea of self, with a self that wasn't even truly, fully explored or understood yet. And I felt a desire to hold on to that self. There was something, I think it was Dr. Peterson who said something along these lines, that when we reach our adolescence, why it is so difficult, right? It's because we have to die. It's like the not Cinderella, the Snow White complex, right? This idea that once you reach a certain age, a certain understanding of life, the you that you were before, the naivety that you brought to life needs to die, because you face some harsh realities. And that's what happens in the adolescence stage. That's what happened for me. And it was such a dark and depressing time. I thought that was because things were wrong with me. But no, it was because I was espoused to a version of myself that needed to evolve. And that evolution felt like death, because I didn't have the same friends anymore. I wasn't around the same people anymore. I didn't have the same interests. And I wanted to still remain that same person. But I didn't really fully grasp the idea that I was holding on to a version of myself that was doing nothing but holding me back, that was not serving me as well as I thought it was, right? And the idea that new experiences and new people and new environments, right, was what I needed to truly come to a place of understanding myself, understanding the world around me as it is perceived by me and others around me. Because if I rely solely on my own perception, then I risk the potentiality, I risk the probability of erring so far off the path that I'm unable to bring myself back. But speaking of going off the path, I digress. What I'm trying to get across here is this idea that the version that you are today, right, is not the same version you will be tomorrow. The experiences that you've had thus far are not all the experiences that you should have in this life, are not all the experiences that you're gonna have in this life. And every experience that you go through is going to change you, right? It is going to transform you in one way or another. And you need to welcome that change, because that change is growth. Growth is change, right? And pivoting towards where your interests lie today is not such a bad thing. It's not your death. You are not dying. The ideas of you that you had are dying. And the more time I spend on this earth, the more I realize that those ideas themselves fall quite short of who I am. Because a lot of them are informed by the situations that I've been in. A lot of them are informed by the opinions of other people that have been around. And those opinions are often or seldom correct, right? Because someone is experiencing you through the lens of their own experiences. Maybe through the lens of the experience they had this morning. Maybe through the lens that they had with people or a person similar to you, right? And in that circumstance, they're not really getting an accurate view of exactly who you are. And because of that, you can't trust that. I can't trust that. I choose not to trust that, in fact. So yeah, I think I need to sit down on this specific piece, because I am opting to keep these as short as I can this week, so that I can have more space to prepare for Sunday, because it is taking quite a lot of preparation. And these are already ready, so come in, grab yourself one. And it isn't only in this color. Let me quickly see if I can pull up one of these as well. Let me see. What happens if I do this, for instance? Yeah, one of these. Oh, you can't really see it in there. And oh, you just realized that I'm in my kitchen. Yes, I was in my kitchen this whole time. But yeah, you can get it in this color as well. It's black. There I am. Shameless plug, Baba. Shameless plug. Yeah, so one of those, and you can also get it in this color here. Should I turn to the other side? No, we'll just turn it like that. You can get it in gray as well. So yeah, grab yourself one, and yeah. That's that. That's our t-shirts. Shameless plug. I had to do it, but I'm looking to shorten these so that I can get a little bit more information out, and really spend a lot more time researching thinking through these ideas that I'm trying to share here, thinking through them really, really, really carefully. So yeah, today pivot, right? It's okay. Pivot from who you were yesterday. Pivot from who you are today, tomorrow. All that matters is that you're getting better and getting closer to the goals that you've set for yourself. Pivot. Pivot. Maybe even pivot your goals. Because maybe your goals are not serving where you want to be anymore. Right? That changes. Because who really knows what they want? Let's be honest about it. Who really has a firm grasp on what they want? It changes often. Right? We might have like a vague North Star that we constantly walk towards, but that sort of clarity, I'm not certain anyone has it. We just have that North Star and we keep walking towards it. That's all it is. Keep walking towards your North Star. Pivot if you need to. Sometimes you're just on the wrong track and you need to start walking into the right, in the right direction. My God. But yeah, that's my thought today. Hopefully this one is not too long and not too short, and hopefully I was clear enough and concise enough in sharing my thoughts that it made some sort of impact in your life. We still are having to this very Sunday is the 28th, and we are still having our spotlight little show. It's called Unfiltered or Spotlight or something like that. The team will share more on that. This is the first of many. We're just welcoming you into the space, and we'll have conversations around what you want to see more of in these spaces and all of that. I'll share some music. This is the exact spot where I'm going to be sharing that music in. We have instruments here. I have a keyboard. I have a whole setup here. And all that's left is for you to come into the space and join me. Looking forward to it. And up until this point, I have appreciated your company. And I hope you will join me tomorrow for Truthful Tuesday as well, as we look to give people the space and the platform to share and speak their truth in a very anonymous way and in a very comfortable space where there's no judgment. Just a couple of questions to figure out what were you thinking. Honest opinions this side. No judgment really, just honest opinions. And if that's the sort of thing you're looking to get about a situation you're going through, send in your story and we will have a conversation around it and share it and hopefully give you some relief from what's going on that you are hoping to get some advice on, or just get people to hear you out on. So yeah, that's Truthful Tuesday. I am still Falu Ekanji, and I still appreciate you joining me here. And until tomorrow, adios, adieu, and as always, to God. See ya.